What's up, guys? CHF here, bringing you another episode of Coaching Handheld Football, and this video is presented by the EA Game Changers program, and a huge shout out to EA for giving me early access to the game so that I could make this content possible. So anyways, we are moving on to episode 3 today of the best captains and coaches, and now we are going to focus on the spread scheme, starting with Captain Alvin Kamara. He is the first spread captain that you will unlock in Madden Academy, and looking over it, definitely got some good stats when he's maxed, but let's talk, just like the last time, about the overdrive meter and the captain bonus. So his overdrive meter is 15 seconds, which basically means it takes 15 seconds by default to get 1 point on your overdrive meter to then spend that on tactics. Looking at his captain bonus, again, this is at max level, 135 points for getting 85 all-purpose yards with your halfbacks. Pretty easy to get considering you can run or pass to your halfbacks to get that. However, the score, when maxed 135, is on the low end of captain, so on that front, maybe he is not that great, but definitely will be a good asset to have on your team, especially if you need a good running back early, since in the overdrive mode, your captains will be available for you to play with. Moving on to the next one is Cam Newton, a mobile quarterback of my division rival Panthers, and when we look here, decent looking card as far as stats go at max level. His overdrive meter is a little bit quicker at 14 seconds to fill up a point. And then his captain bonus, which is, in my opinion, pretty hard to do. 75 rushing yards with your quarterback and only 100 points at max level. I think this is probably one of the weaker captains based on that fact alone. It's not an easy to achieve bonus, so it's not like it's guaranteed. You actually have to focus on getting that. And it's just not worth that many points. So I'm not a huge fan of this Cam Newton. However, moving on to the next captain is Eagles tight end Zach Ertz. As you can see, decent stats there as well. When we look at the overdrive meter, it's a little bit slower at 16 seconds. However, his captain bonus is pretty decent on the scoring front at max level, 165 points for getting 75 receiving yards with your tight ends. And this would work if you're running a double tight end set with a tight end in the tight end spot and a tight end in the slot spot. Throwing to either one of them will count, and that's actually a much easier bonus to get if you throw to your tight ends a lot. So he's definitely, in my opinion, a little bit better. Finally, moving on to the last one is quarterback Russell Wilson, one of the later captains to unlock. As you can see, solid stats here. My only knock on him is the slowest overdrive meter building at 17 seconds per point, but he's got the best captain bonus of 200 points within the spread scheme, and that is a pretty easy goal to achieve. 175 all-purpose yards with your quarterback, which means passing yards count as well as rushing yards. So not only does he have the best bonus, but it's one that if you're playing with him, especially in a spread scheme, you should not have too much trouble getting that captain bonus in a 3-minute game. So he gets my pick for best captain. Moving on to the coaches, we have Pete Carroll, going to be the first spread coach that you unlock. Let's go ahead and take a look at his skill trees here for his tactics. On the offense side, you can increase the fake out, which is going to make your play action more effective. Give your receivers better catching and awareness, and then even do it even further to give them even more catching and route running. Defensively, he's basically got things to help shut down the vertical scheme and the smash mouth scheme, able to boost your linebackers and cornerbacks in coverage, improve your rushing ability, or on the run stopping front of smash mouth, you're able to give your safeties, middle linebackers, and linebackers better play recognition, tackle, or even reduce the points that are achieved with halfback rushing yards, which will limit the points your opponent can score. Definitely some decent defensive tactics there. Looking at his playbook here, again, all of the coaches are going to give a good mix of run, short pass, long pass, play action pass. So looking through, there's his first 6 plays, there is his next 6 plays, and then finally, when he gets to level 15, he will unlock that PA flood shot. Moving on to the next, we have Ron Rivera, the Panthers coach, and he is going to be another spread coach here. Looking at his talent tree, he basically has the tactics of increasing points for quarterback or wide receiver rush yards, reducing your scramble cooldown so that you can scramble more frequently, and then getting better fake out to give better play action, agility to your halfback, and better impact blocking for your line. Defensively, the way these things are going to work is the little points that are in the top right when you throw out that challenge, if your opponent fails to meet the challenge, you get points for it. And he's got different tactics to shut down either the smash mouth or the spread scheme, basically giving you better play recognition, increasing your defense's ability to increase underneath coverage and play close to the line, and then getting better play recognition, tackle, and pursuit. Or if you're trying to shut down the spread scheme, better coverage and play recognition, better hit power, or even reducing the quarterback and rush yards by 75 points. So essentially, he can shut down spread or he can boost spread depending on what your strategy is going to be and what your opponent's strategy is going to be. Moving on to his playbook. These are going to be his first 6 plays. Again, a good mix of everything, including QB Blast, which is a designed quarterback run, which is a good thing for the spread scheme. And then moving on, he is going to have other plays there, such as, additional play action plays like PA Poco, PA Skinny Post, some more short pass plays as well. And then finally, his last play that he is going to unlock is a halfback power O, a power run to the right side, which of course can be flipped. Moving on to Bill O'Brien, looking at his tactics on offense, you can increase your fake out, get a better chance of your receivers, halfbacks, and tight ends getting open with catching and awareness. Or, again, doing that with catching and route running. On the defensive front, he can shut down both the vertical and the West Coast scheme. Basically, for vertical, increasing zone coverage, giving you points anytime your opponent passes for a first down, as well as increasing the cushion to help play the deep ball a little better. For stopping the West Coast, basically, you can get 3 points every time your opponent attempts a pass, which means you can be run heavy and get points if they're going there. You can increase your underneath coverage to play a little closer to the line, or you can go ahead and boost man coverage, tackle for your middle linebacker, and better power moves for your defensive ends. Moving on to his playbook. Again, these plays are going to be effective regardless of which scheme you're using. He's going to have a good mix of short pass run, long pass, and play action pass, including fade routes, additional screens, quarterback runs, more play action plays, basically things that are going to help within that scheme, with his final play being PA-HB wheel, which is going to run your halfback on a wheel route. Lots of different routes that are going to get open there as well. Moving on next, we have Sean McDermott. And looking at his tactic tree, he has 2 offensive tactic trees. Basically, you've got a spread heavy, which is the one here where you're going to improve your fake out, reduce your scramble cooldown, or give 200% of the points for wide receiver and quarterback rushing yards. He also has offensive smash mouth tactics where you can get +5 points for each rush attempt, increasing the opponent's chance to adjust their cushion, and then major lead the way, improving your run blocking, impact blocking, and strength of your offensive line and fullback. And then on the defensive side of the ball, basically looking to shut down West Coast, so you're going to be able to increase man coverage, and then you are going to be able to tax them for halfback and tight end receptions, basically giving 5 points anytime an opponent completes a pass to a halfback or a tight end. And then finally, major blanket coverage, which is going to give +5 play rec to your corners and linebackers. Those are his tactics. Moving on, just like the other coaches, he is going to have his own specific playbook that will be unlocked. You start with a few, you get more as you level him up. And as you can see, a play action bubble, which is basically a play action wide receiver screen. Going to have some short passes, some runs as well on there. Moving on to his next 6 that will unlock. You've got a QB run, a couple of QB runs, mesh switch, PA fork, short fades, which is going to be 3 fade routes. And then his final plays that you're going to unlock, go double post, PA switch dig. It is a spread captain, so it does make sense that his final play would be a play action play. And that is going to be there. And Sean McDermott is the final spread captain. So guys, let me know what you think. Which coaches, which captain are you going to use if you're using spread? But anyways, going to end it here. If you like this video or what I'm trying to do here on the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can count on a lot of frequent strategy content designed to help you play the game better. And if you want to see what I drop, when I drop it, go ahead and hit that bell icon to join the notification squad. I love you guys. You are the best ever. This was number 3 of 4 today. Final video today, we'll be looking at the best captains and coaches of the vertical scheme. So I will see you later. CHF out.